Greetings. Shout out to my fellow DHGs. This is your sister, Queen Esther Tarot. Alright. So, feels like it's been a little while. I don't know. Alright, let's see. What are the messages for you at this time? What does Divine Spirit, Holy Spirit have for you? Before I use these Oracle cards, I'm going to use these Goddess Oracle cards. I'm going to have to shuffle them sideways because both sides kind of reveal the cards. So I'm just going to see what is the message that you have. And I hope everyone enjoyed the holiday. If you guys had some time off from work, if you guys work, or just enjoying your time with your loved ones as well. All right. Let's see. What is the message, Holy Spirit? And keep it simple. Okay, I'm seeing a teapot. So something is brewing. I don't know. I don't know if Spirit is about to spill some tea. I don't know. Some green tea, some spiritual tea, none of that messy stuff. But let's see what's going on. What is the energies? What is the energies? Okay, 5, 6, 5, 6, the number 5, 6, or 11, 11. Something with the number 11. Yeah, something is brewing. Okay, you have the Sage and the Peacemaker. Someone's grandmother's coming through. Just get like this wise, discerning energy from this card. Someone's grandmother. You're a lot alike. You're a lot alike. Some of you guys, your grandmothers deal with herbs or like a herbalist. It could be like, yeah, Spirit's passing down. Dang, I just dropped the card. Spirit is saying that there's some type of maternal force, the drama queen. Okay. Spirit is like casting down some type of pearls of wisdom, or there's like an ancestor, an elder that is passing on to you certain things, certain ways, whether these are good things or these are negative traits, you know, that keep generational trauma going. But in this instance, I'm not saying that. I feel like this is some type of wise wisdom, like some wisdom that is being passed down to you, because you may be the head or the maternal figure of your family. Others may not think that it's you or see it as you being that, because maybe you do come across as someone that has a lot going on in your life, a lot of drama. Maybe people only notice the shadow aspects of you. You could be a bit of a free-spirited person, or someone that really doesn't belong to any specific place or a person, you or a thing. You're just you, or you vibe off of your own instincts or where Spirit is calling you to. Some of you guys may not speak much, or you're in your own world sometimes. The grace. But you have grace. You hold something that is needed, the witch. Yeah, people might say to you, oh, you're just pretty, you're just cute, or you're into that witchy stuff, you into that magic, you into that sorcery. They count you out. You have the Traveler at the bottom of the deck. So yeah, you don't belong to like anything or anybody. You're just you. You're your own person. Or you're very in tune and connected with nature, with God, with source of all things. And people overlook you, or I wouldn't say I'm getting underestimate. So you could be, some of you guys could be in your early 20s all the way to your mid 40s. The significant number I'm noticing, you have number 22, 44, and 33. You got those master numbers. Yeah, but you wear many different hats as well. I just get like some people, they don't understand you. They don't get you. Um, Maybe your family doesn't really get you or understand the depths of who you are. But I'm going to say this. I do believe that you're chosen to be the sage or the maternal figure of your family, of your lineage. Some people may not agree with that in your family. They may not think that you're that place or would even think that you could be that. They wouldn't even look to you for that. Hmm. Because you don't seem like the picture perfect pillar of what a matriarchal figure would be. But little do they know that you're chosen to be that, and it's something being passed along to you. You could be connected to this maternal figure, whether they're living or they're not living anymore. Okay. Let's see what your love messages are. Mm, 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 mm. You have you are covered by the prayers your ancestors have spoken over you. Yeah, that's confirmation. And then you have taken accountability, admitting to a mistake, learning from missteps, bestowing forgiveness if applicable. A trip may be needed to gain a new perspective, taking a walk, travel, going outdoors, reconnecting with yourself in nature. So you might have to like take some time away from out, you know, the eyes of everybody, that feel like you need to separate yourself for a time. And spirit may be encouraging you to do this because I feel like there's about to be some, like, yeah, like the tea being spilled. Let me go back to that one card. Where's it at? Because it kind of looks like this grandmother or mother figure sitting at a table. And it may be some type of gems that are going to be given to you when you separate yourself from the noise or being too in the mix of what's going on in your family or people's opinions and all that. When you separate yourself and you take time for you, it's like there's something with you connecting with that maternal self or some type of revelation about what your role is. And if you look at this card, all of her eyes are open, including her third eye. And this is the card about the ancestors' prayers over you. And her, I'm also noticing how they're wearing something over their mouth. See how she has this covering over her mouth? It's like certain things, like the wisdom, there's a lot about you that you don't speak about. And people just may look at you at face value and just see maybe a pretty girl or someone that is not as aware as they are or as in tune or as connected to things as they really are. And the things that you are aware of and what you know, the gems and the keys that you have is why Spirit has called you to be some sort of figure, some type of maternal figure and leader and teacher and sage because of the wisdom you hold. It's not about the external, how many cars you have, the house that you have, if you're married or you're not, if you have kids or you don't. It's not about the external. God doesn't choose the perfect. God chooses the willing, the open, those that seek them. God seeks those that seek them, that seek God's will, presence, love, purpose, plans, direction. Not the perfect, not who looks the part, right? What does this have to do with love? I don't know. Maybe just love of thyself, period. But let's see. I'm going to pull some more because these cards wanted to come out. Someone's grandmother or mother, the mother no longer is living, may have had like a table, like a vanity that had like different perfumes and lipsticks and stuff, and I'm getting like a lot of pink stuff, or like a pink crystal, like some type of fixture with like pink crystal vases or something. I don't know what I'm getting at. Alright, let's see. I'm gonna tell you right now, this isn't really talking about love like that, so I'm gonna just do my best to gather the messages as it's coming, because it doesn't really give me love vibes. This gives me more of like self-loving energy, which there's nothing wrong with that, of course. It says, others desiring what is yours, keeping your plans and blessings to yourself, protecting what you have built. And the quote says, I envy you, but such a thing is not meant to last. So you might have people around you, maybe even specifically in your family, unfortunately, that kind of envy you a little bit, because maybe they're tied down with, you know, a life that they kind of feel like is kind of mundane or boring, or they feel like they only just have one thing going. And maybe the fact that you're not tied to anything or anyone, you're free to just be you and do you, kind of causes a little bit of envy here. And you're someone that is otherworldly. You have a lot of people that are enamored by you, attracted to you. It says enamored, otherworldly, ethereal, the siren. Very attractive. You hold a very regal energy or spirit about you. You exude some type of self-assurance, self-awareness, and just a knowing, you know, of who you are. And it's an inner strength and power of just being present. You don't have to be rah about who you are, being all loud and telling the world, I'm a goddess, I'm a queen. You carry it, you embody it. It's not in your words or trying to convince the world. That's where spirit wants you to get to. You don't gotta tell everybody who you are. You show up. That's it. Says, other men, it is said, have seen angels, but I have seen thee, and thou art enough. So, like, no matter how beautiful, how attractive someone is, or what they have, what they got, no one's ever came across an essence like you, and you may stand out to the rest. Maybe some people will say that about you. You got the Queen of Clubs, feisty, impulsive, passionate, wild, creativity, inspiration. So yeah, this is your energy. It's a lot of feline energy I'm noticing that came out in some of the cards. With the drama queen, she's sitting with the feline cat right here. So I feel like you have a very regal, very sensual, very protective, leader-like, go-getter, know what you want type of energy, type of vibe. You may resonate with cats and lions and tigers and bears. No, I'm just saying. Cats. So you have transformation and growth, shedding layers, self-development. Yeah, this is where you are within yourself. And it says, when we die, we come back different, like with greener eyes or some far off star, or as far off star. I don't know what that means, but your energy is very different. You might have a glow up coming. So you have a surreal realization that life will never be as it was then, trying to find a way back to it versus accepting what is now. So you can't revert back to your old ways. You're being called to expand and to go higher. And in spite of what other people might think, it might make people feel intimidated or feel some type of way. I'm going to use my cat tarot deck because we already got that feline energy. And I kind of just want to go a little more in depth of all of this. But I love this energy so much. Like the energy of the cards. This is a love deck. But the fact that it's kind of honing in on self is really dope. That's why, yeah, this deck has so many cards in it, but somehow messages of self really came through. So, nothing wrong with that. You have the Two of Pentacles, have the High Priestess and the Hangman in reverse with the Lovers card at the bottom of the deck. So the Two of Pentacles, I do feel like you have sides to you. And again, people can only take at face value what they're able to see, because there's a whole nother side of you that is hidden and I feel like even protected. You know so many different things. And I feel like black cats kind of hold this mystique about them, or like they're very mysterious. You have 3 black cats so far. So this could be a confirmation for someone with these 3 black cats. 3s could be someone's confirmation. Or 22, because you have 2 of Pentacles and the High Priestess is a 2. You have the Hangman in reverse. There could be a specific male around you that they might have had an idea about you. Clarify this Hangman card. 10 of Cups. Yeah. People, okay. Your love is very abstract. That's my new favorite word as of lately. I've been using that word a lot. Abstract. But that's the best way that I can describe your love. Is like, it's not something that you can put into this box. I feel like your love is it has many different layers and aspects to it. And depending on who gets to experience you, they might say that you were something that they weren't expecting, or you were some type of highlight in their life, but the way that they experience you might be a little bit of a different revelation or explanation. Some type of explanation of how they experienced your love, or what it felt like, what you guys had together. But nonetheless, it was something that they could not put into a box. And you're not that type of person, so obviously, how would that be? No one can put you in a box. I feel like this is a potential lover or lovers that you have. Why is this relevant? What does this have to do with anything? The King of Wands. Yeah, this is somebody that still holds passion for you. They could literally be a fire sign, but this is somebody that still holds a light torch for you, passion for you. You could have sparked this person in some way. This card fell out of the deck. The 9 of Pentacles. Yeah, you're free. You're single. You're loving your life. You could be a different person from how they knew you. 6 of Wands. Yeah, this is a glow up energy. Just happy doing you. I feel like around Christmas time, some type of blessing, or some type of, like, your blessing could be the fact that you're still, in spite of what you've been through and where you've been in life, what you've been through and where you've been through, you're still joyous, you're still happy, you're still content. You have the Death card. So there could be due to a death in your life, or maybe a spiritual death. With the Strength card in reverse, something that could have easily broke you, and it did not, or change something that was, if you told your story, people would have no idea, because this is what you appear to be to others. You appear to be victorious, happy, joyous, present, you know, full of self-love. Or maybe you have something going that you could show for your hard works and efforts, but people would probably never know that what you've been through. Maybe this King of Wands put you through some type of major transformation, made you feel powerless, made you feel weak at some point, but you're no longer that person. You're not in that energy anymore. You're not in that. That's not where you are. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to leave it at that. I hope this resonates with you guys. I guess I'm going to do a love reading separately. Much love to you. Peace.